Hello, 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 everyone. I didn't realize I hit the live button, but I guess I did. So I was wanting to make this tumbler, and I'm just going to do it with you guys. Okay, so this is already glittered. It's already got glitter and bright tone on it. And then I think I showed you guys the other day, I made these pink skins, and I just poured them, right? I just poured on a mat and peeled them off. So we're going to be attaching them to this tumbler. So I have my bright tone here. I have a brush to apply it. I have some water to put my brush in when I'm done. I have my gloves. You don't want to shake your bright tone. You just want to turn it. You don't want to create bubbles. So we're going to open that up. And I just keep this on it so it doesn't like harden on the lid. Okay, so we are going to put our gloves on. And then we're going to put the bright tone on our tumbler. And then we're going to put the skins on. I've never done this before, so we are learning as we go. And I was kind of thinking that I'm going to put the skins in a little bit of a diagonal pattern. So I'm going to get my bright tone. My brush is nice and pliable, and you just want to put a light coat. You don't want to put heavy coats on. You just want to do a really light coat of the bright tone. You're supposed to do just like a paper thin coating of your bright tone. And some do it with their fingers, some do it with a brush, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the edge so I don't get any clumps. I'm going to do the same thing down here. Okay, I'm going to put this in water for now, and I'm going to get my first skin. I'm going to pause this for now, and I'm just going to lay it on the tumbler and kind of get it to adhere. Okay, and then I'm going to put some bright tone over that to hold it in place. I'm going to dry my brush. We don't want it wet. And I'm going to apply bright tone over this just to kind of get it to stick. And you don't want it to stick up and get the bubbles out there. And I'm just going to curve it under there. Okay, and I'm going to take my next piece. I only have a couple pieces of this. And take my next piece, and I like those broken edges in it. Turn it. I like the jaggedness of this. Okay, so I'm going to take a little more bright tone. Put it over top of that. Like I said, I've never done this before. I don't even know if this is the right way to do it, but I just thought this is really cool looking. I'm going to make sure that's nice and flat. Okay. I'm going to turn it again. And this is a really thick piece. And I'm not really like concerned with exactly how they're laying. I just think that they're really cool. Okay, so let me get my bright tone here. I did way too much on that. Don't want any sticking up. And this is fairly thin of a paint skin. A little more there. Okay. Look at that, isn't that cool? Alright, so now I have some other pieces here. And what we can do is kind of cut them down a little bit or break them apart. Let's see how this turns out. I think we're going to have to cut them. Put that in water. Kind of cut them thinner. There we go. And I'm not really worrying if they're jagged or not. I kind of like that they're jagged. Okay, and I'm going to take a piece and put that in there. So let's put it this way. Let's see. We'll put that up here. There we go. And it's okay if they overlap a little bit. Okay, let's get this one on. Got a big space there. So I'm going to put that there. Again, that's just going to overlap there a little bit. Okay, I have another big piece here. I have some little tiny pieces, and we're just going to do the same thing, kind of cut them. Okay. In different sizes. Oh, that's a cool piece. Kind of put them on the cup. We have an edge there we need to kind of fill in. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's see here. Like I said, I'm just taking thin pieces and kind of putting them on. I'm going to cut that one down a little bit. And there are two sides to this, of course, so whatever side you think is cool. Put this one down here. Okay, and cut that little piece off. I don't want it going into the top of the cup. There we go. Okay. And then, hey Peggy, how are you? And I'm going to put the bright tone over all of that. So I'm just now going back over it with another coat of bright tone to make sure that that's all covered. And let's see how this turns out. I want to try and push that down so it's not sticking up anywhere. Make sure it's flat. And I'm manually turning it because I want to take my time on each side and make sure I'm getting that bright tone over everything. And then I'll have to go back onto here. Oh, good, Peggy. And do coats until it's real nice and smooth. I don't want any bubbles in there. Cover that down there. Oh, that was a little too much. I'm going to try and spread that out. A little piece of white in there, get that off. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then what I will do is I will let that turn for an hour and get that all set up. Like I said, you have to let it turn for an hour and then let it sit for 3 hours, and then add more coats of bright tone. Alrighty, that's it for now. Thanks for joining me. Bye.